Hello and welcome. In this video, we shall be learning the concept of list and we shall be making yet another project. That would be our project. We will be using different types of list and we will be using a lot of tags in this project. The concept of list is also very simple. All you need are two tags. First of all, we have the UL tag and UL stands for unordered list. Then we have the LI tag and LI stands for list item. We can combine them to make any kind of list by using this structure. First of all, we are going to start a list by using the UL tag, angular bracket open, UL, and then we can close the tag right here. And inside this tag, inside the UL tag, we can now create a new list item by using the LI tag. We are going to use LI list item number 1 and then we can close it just like other tags. Let's try creating another one. And what it's going to do is it's going to create a list in this format. The UL tag is going to start a list and then each li tag will be displayed somewhat in this format. Then we have another li, so it's going to add another bullet point and then we will have list item number 2. So let's try that out in CodePen. I'm going to go back to the browser, create a new, and we are going to begin by using the UL tag to start a new list. We are going to open and close the tag, angular bracket open, slash /un close, and it doesn't show anything right here, but once we start adding li tags, it would automatically start displaying the new items. Let us add an item here. I am going to add the li tag, angular bracket close, and let us say list item. And what it does is that it creates a new list with one item labeled list item. We can also create another item with a different content. Let us try this is a list. We can close it and it automatically renders a list. And we can also combine it with other tags to, let's say, maybe add a title to that list. I'm going to go before the list and I'm going to open an h2 tag and I just said list h2 and now we have a title followed by a list. Let us try create a list of programming languages as an exercise now. I am going to begin by first creating an h2 tag and I would say list of programming languages h2 close. We have our title here and let us begin a list now. I am going to open ul close and now I am going to add a new item by using the li tag. Let us say HTML, then we can have CSS, we could have JavaScript, we can have C Sharp, Java, Python, Ruby, and so on. Another interesting thing we can do is we can use further text to format it further. I am going to place that in a B tag. Now it's bold, and then I can say use to create layout of web pages, and it's going to appear in this format. with HTML bolded and the rest of the description in regular font. Let us try the same here as well. We tag close dash use for styling, and it creates a similar format for CSS as well. Now, as you might have guessed already, just like we have a tag for unordered list, we have one for ordered list as well. So let us go back to the whiteboard, and in order to create an ordered list, we use the OL tag. OL simply stands for ordered list. And then we use the same li tag to create any list item. So we can use almost the same structure. We begin with an OL tag, OL close. We then have an li tag, and as an example, I can say list item number 1, li close. Then we can have another one, list item number 2, li close again. And what it does is it's going to give us something like this. It's going to add its numeric indicator, and then it's going to write its content. We're going to have one list item number 1 and then 2 list item number 2. If we remove number 1 and number 2 from here, as in, for instance, it's going to appear like this. So let us test that out there as well. We're going to remove this code. I'm going to open an OL tag, OL close. Then we are going to add a list item. And we can add, let's just add list item. And as you can see, it first adds its numeric indicator and then it's going to write its content. We can add another list item, let's just call it another list item. And then we can create another li close. And now we have a list with 3 items numbered from 1 to 6. Now let us move on to the project. And we're going to build that page using the tags we have just learned. So let's begin. Let me remove that code here. And first of all, we need an h1 for the page title. I'm just going to copy paste the content. H1. We need a p tag, and then we need a p bold tag to bold this selection of the text. We're going to go welcome to, let's open a p tag. Let me just copy paste that here. We are going to close the p tag and then we shall close the p tag. And we also need a full stop here. Then we need an h2 tag. Let us create an h2 tag and then close it right here. And finally, we can move on to our first list. As we can tell already, that's an unordered list, so we are going to use the UL tag. UL open, li to create the first item, and we are going to add each item one by one. Li close, another li close, then another li close, angular bracket slash li, angular bracket close, Let us add the last item now, slash li, and then we are close to L tag. Next, we have another h2, h2 open, content, h2 close. This creates our h2 element. We have a paragraph. We are going to use the p tag to create that paragraph. Here's our p tag. And then we have yet another list. This is an ordered list. So we are going to use OL tag to create this one. So let us begin. We are going to open the OL tag, li open, content, li close. I think you might have memorized that already. We are going to add another li, paste that here, li close. This creates two items. We need two more. So we are going to open li again, li open, text, li close. Then we need the last item, li open, content, li close, and then we can close our OL tag. So this concludes the second list as well. We then have another h2. I am going to create another h2 tag here, h2 slash h2 close. Then we have a paragraph. We can just use the p tag once more, paragraph close. And finally, we have a slightly more complicated list. We can already tell that it's an unordered list, so we are going to use the ul tag, and then we have p tags used to define this area. So I am going to open our ol tag, then our li tag, and then our p tag to create the title here. I am going to create the title, close the p tag. Now if you have used a minus or dash character to mark this, you will note that your dash character is slightly smaller. If we place them in a notepad, we can note the difference. This is a standard minus or dash character, and this here is an n dash. We first have a dash, then we have n dash, and then we have m dash, which is even longer. So in order to type an n dash, we can use a dash directly here, but an n dash will look better. Are going to type and n dash and then semicolon. And once we type this, it would show us an n dash. We can also type an m dash, which is just slightly longer, but here we will do with an n dash. I am going to type the remaining text, and then we can close our li. We need to open another li, b tag open, angular bracket open, b tag close, and then we can use end, n dash, semicolon to type our n dash. If this feels complicated, you can go with a regular dash, but it's just a neat trick to know. I'm going to place the remaining content there. Li close, li open again. We need this content, b, b tag close, n dash. Then we can place this text, and then /li close. And finally, we can close our UL. And here we have the final list completed as well. Yeah, I misspelled that again. Let me correct that. And there we go. And now, if you're curious regarding this n dash, there's a huge list of these characters. We can look them up by searching for W3 schools, HTML, Unicode, entities list. That thing right here is called a Unicode entity. So we can search for their list by writing Unicode entities. And if I open that, um, I think it's this one. Nope, not this one. Yeah. And it shows each entity that we can use. There are symbols, letters, characters, accented characters, etc. You can type them directly by using the emoji keyboard, but you can also use this format, which not just seems interesting, but maybe someday an interviewer is going to ask that. So now that's it for the project. Let us move on to the assignment now. So for the assignment, um, there we go. You need to recreate this page using HTML. It's a very basic page. You just need to use a few heading tags, a B tag here, P tags, and then multiple list tags. You need to create the page exactly as shown, and once you're done, you can paste that to CodePen. Just go there and select full. Sorry, let just go there. Let me refresh the page. Okay, I need to save first, but after I have saved, I would have an option. Go to the full page. From there, I am going to click here, select full page view, and then I can copy paste and submit this URL. So that's it. Complete the assignment, and then we can move on to something more interesting. Thank you.